Hello curl friends, welcome to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Jody and it's great to have you join me today. If you are new here, I try to post curly hair content every Friday. Now if you notice, if you're watching this when the day it comes out on a Tuesday. That's just because I like to post these quarterly and it's just a little extra bonus video throughout the week. And I also have speaking of that, I have some exciting news to be sharing with you here very soon. So stay tuned into the next month. You are going to notice some changes, all for the better. I hope. I'm going to keep curly hair content, so don't worry about that. But if you are new, I'd love to have you stick around for the curly hair content and the newer content coming. All that to say, let's get into why we are actually here today, the products that are new in the curly world. Now, at one point, I thought I was not going to have hardly anything to share with you guys. I was a little nervous. I'm like, there's got to be more stuff out there. So I'm going to like Ulta Beauty's website and Sephora's website, looking up what's new. Some of it, I still struggle with Sephora's website just because I guess I just don't shop there as often. I'm not as familiar with how that website operates and finding the new products, but Ulta makes it fairly easy for me. So I did find some new products based on that way. I was going to some other product brands and just like looking up to see what they had new. And I did also stumble upon another curly hair content creator's video. She did a what's new and it gave me a few more ideas. So her channel is Hey Naughty Curl, I think is the name. I might have that a little bit wrong. I'll put that down here though below so you can verify what it is if you want to check out her channel. Anyways, this is going to be a little bit of longer of a video. So if you want to get yourself a little drink, I have a matcha here. This is one of my favorite drinks, although it does tend to make me a little phlegmy sometimes. So hopefully that won't come across in this video. But I do love this. If you're unfamiliar with how I do these videos, I do have notes. I have both a phone and a little notepad that I refer to. So the first one we're going to start off with is the Keep Asleep bonnet. And this is by Manes by Mel and her sister Amanda. I'm not sure if the brother's involved as well, but they came up with this bonnet that is, it kind of reminds me of the Lily Silk bonnet, I think. I've never tried it, but it used to be really popular. I used to really want to try to get my hands on that. And I could never see myself paying that price for it, and it was never on the percentage of sale that I wanted it to be. But this bonnet has a little eye mask thing that can, I guess, pull down. I'm not personally one of those people that sleeps with an eye mask. I feel like I would find it rather annoying. I don't know. Maybe I'd really enjoy it. I just don't know. I think if anything, I would purchase the bonnet for the fact of the bonnet shape, just to protect your hair, to keep it so you're not like laying on it. It's supposed to keep your hair lifted and up on top of your head. Usually I don't struggle with that too much, but it does look like a really nice bonnet. It's $38. At this point, my budget isn't going to allow for that, but maybe at some point I would like to try this. I'm not ruling it out entirely, but at this point, I don't see myself splurging on that. Next up, Briogeo came up with two products. Part of their Style and Treat line, they have a strengthening oil and a weightless oil. The strengthening oil says it is a cushiony pearlescent gloss to oil essential that delivers instant shine, lasting moisture, and strengthened strands for glossy, healthy looking hair. It's made with yuzu and plum oil. It looks probably nice. I don't know. I have a lot of oils in my collection and I don't really need another oil. So that's just my personal opinion. I probably won't be picking it up, but I would love to know what you guys think. During this whole video, I would love to know your guys' opinion. Chime in the comments down below. Let me know what you're most interested in. If it's something that's on this list that I have, by all means, let us know. If it's something that I don't have on the list, let us know as well. It's always helpful. It's always interesting. And that way I can stay as current with you guys as possible. Their other oil is also made with yuzu and plum oil. And this says it's a silicone-free styling oil that protects, smooths, and moisturizes, adds subtle shine without weighing the fine and medium strands down. So this one, once again, is the weightless hair oil. It says it's a 4-in-1. The key benefits, it says it's supposed to provide heat protection up to 450 degrees, moisturize without leaving strands feeling limp or lifeless, and smooth strands and add shine. So I suppose if I was going to choose either of these oils, it would probably be the weightless one. But like I said, once again, I'm not looking to buy any oils at this point. I have a lot in my collection, and my favorite is the Verb Ghost oil. So yeah, this is just what it is. Moving on, we have Fenty Hair has come out with another product. It is their Clear Thinker Clarifying Shampoo. I like their titles. They're interesting. They amuse me. This retails for $32, so she is a bit pricey. And that's another thing. I feel like with this quarter, there is a lot of pricey new releases. And so, I mean, there are some more affordable ones, but it just tends to be a little bit more on the pricey side. So buckle up for that. I feel like some of them are a real doozy, and I'll get to those here in a little bit. But first of all, this $32 clarifying shampoo, it says it is a gentle, color safe clarifying shampoo that repairs while easily removing product buildup, excess oil, and dirt without stripping. It sounds like a nice clarifying shampoo. I really have liked my Fenty hair products. I use them very sparingly because I do like them. I just don't want them to be used up, and plus I have so many products anyways. But if I could find this at a discounted price, like a really cheaper price, I could definitely be interested. I have found some Fenty hair products more recently at my local TJ Maxx and Marshalls, so it's definitely something that I will keep my eye out for, but I don't see myself spending $32 anytime soon for this. Now there is a new brand launch, and it is by Shakira, I believe. I don't have that information in front of me at this point, but I'm pretty sure it's by Shakira. And I saw this first on Ulta Beauty. But they have a mask, a triple repair peptide mask, a clarifying shampoo, a hydrating shampoo, a hydrating conditioner, and restorative leave-in conditioner, a curl perfector, which it seems like it's a cream, a reparative hair oil, and then they also have a densifying scalp serum. So these are all, they're all pricier. I will say that. They're like in the $30 range, so 32 seems to be a common number. 32, 36. This repair serum, or the densifying scalp serum, is $42. Ouch. I think they might offer travel sizes, but I'm not 100% sure. This line just doesn't really quite speak to me for one major reason. I would like to see them come out with a stronger holding product, preferably like a gel, but a foam or mousse might be nice as well. And so I just don't see myself buying this because I don't feel like I could really finish the line to the best way possible for my curls to give it a fair shot. But that's just my opinion. Each of you have different needs for your hair, so let me know what you think about that line. Next, Olaplex has two new products. They have a rich hydrating mask and they have the weightless nourishing mask. If any of them that I'm going to be interested in, it would be the weightless nourishing mask. Since I have more fine hair, generally it tends to be more easily weighed down, but she's pricey. She's $44, so ouch. I've actually never tried any Olaplex products. Is that something that you guys feel like I should be doing? Should try some of those out? Let me know in the comments down below. For the key benefits, it says it's lightweight hydration through 5 washes, and then it has on asterisk down below, or a little note, it says on virgin hair tresses. So my hair is not virgin, it's colored. I do color up the grays, touch up the grays, and so it would probably still be a good deep conditioner. It just, they're saying it might not last through 5 washes like the initial claim is, unless you have that completely virgin hair. It also says it reduces and prevents breakage even after 5 washes, and it instantly gives volume that lasts all day. That's interesting for a deep conditioner to state that it gives volume. Instant volume that lasts all day. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm sure it's a great deep conditioner. I don't use deep conditioners all that often, and now I find myself using my deep conditioner stash up a little bit more as like a rinse out conditioner. I'll just not leave it in as long. And that's how I'm going through mine, just because I'm like, I don't really need them. I used to do a deep conditioner. It was a series where I do once a month, basically, where I had to introduce a new deep conditioner. It just wasn't very popular, and I couldn't justify continuing to do that if it wasn't very popular, for one, and my hair didn't really need it. So like I said, sometimes my hair does need deep condition, but not very often, so I probably won't purchase this. There is a deep conditioner further on down the list that I might be more interested in. I'll definitely let you know about that, but this one I'll probably pass on. Next up is Verb, and they have an amber and jasmine hair and body fragrance mist. I don't really see myself purchasing this. Sometimes I'll use a perfume. I'm not even really a big perfume person. They definitely come in handy. I definitely enjoy them. It's not something I think about a lot. I'll wear it for church every week, and sometimes I even forget to do that. And sometimes on other special occasions when my husband and I are going out, but it's just not something I do on a daily basis. But it does sound like a nice scent. It says warm amber, sweet jasmine, zesty citrus peel, and calming sandalwood. There is another hair mist body fragrance also, and I do think I like the sound of that one scent a little bit better than this one. But it doesn't sound bad. If that's something that you are interested in, you like those type of things, let us know. Verb also added to their Ghost line, they have a Ghost Heat Defense Spray. It says it's a lightweight spray that provides hydration and heat protection for up to 450 degrees. And it's interesting, just this bottle reminds me more of like a hairspray bottle, and I'm like, how does that work? so it doesn't actually show it in action. I can't see like the applicator of it. Once again, it's another heat protectant. I already have some heat protectants in my arsenal, so I don't feel like I need another one. And it is, what does it retail for? It retails for $22 if I didn't say that already. So this is probably not something that I'm going to go for. I'd like to look at a little more cost-effective heat protectant if I could. I know somebody will probably tell me you get what you pay for and everything like that as far as quality, and I understand, but yeah, I'm not really interested. I don't do too much heat styling to my hair. Yes, I use a diffuser, but it's not like the direct heat on my hair with that big diffuser cup that I have, the Extava diffuser cup. It's very gentle, and what I've been doing has been working for me, so I'm okay with it. Now the next product is one that I am kind of interested in. It is from Mielle. They brought out a Babassu and Mint Damage and Repair Bond Mask. And so this one, just being that it's a bond mask, sounds a little bit more intriguing. It is the Babassu and Mint line, which they have I think they have like a Babassu and Mint deep conditioner, and that's not my favorite. I've only used it a couple times, but I just don't care for the scent of it. I'm not a huge mint person. I've said this before on my channel. I like mint in my toothpaste and in my gum, and that's pretty much the only place that I like mint. But this says the Babassu Mint Damage Repair Bond Treatment is formulated to address internal hair damage often caused by relaxers, heat styling, and color treatments. I have the color treatments. It says our simple proven damage repair regimen consists of 4 steps: cleanse, treat, protect, and style. This treatment is a key component to the treat phase as it works to repair the internal bonds in your hair, promoting stronger and healthier results. So I do have another bonding deep conditioner. It's by the Shea Moisture line, and I really do like that one. Once again, I just don't find myself needing to use them that much. Although that is one I could probably gravitate to a little bit more often. I just don't. If I'm going to do like a bond protection type thing, I tend to do my pre-shampoo treatment, my Curlsmith one. It's just the one that I tend to gravitate to the most. But like I said, this is one that I'm kind of interested in. It retails for $13.99, so a much more budget-friendly price. This next product, I'm really curious about what you guys think about this brand. I know years ago, before I really got too much into this, before I had my channel, there was huge controversy over it, and it's DevaCurl. They have a Quench and Define Gel. How do you guys feel about DevaCurl? Are you guys using them again? Is anyone using them? I never hear anyone talk about it. I never see any influencers talk about using new DevaCurl products. But they're still out there on the market, and they're still promoting themselves, so I'm just curious. I feel like someone has to be buying it for them to still continue to be in business. But this gel says it is for dry, medium, coarse curls. Not really what I have. Okay, for those curls and coils, the Stronghold Gel delivers long-lasting curl definition for up to 7 days, controls frizz without flaking. It's ideal for wash and goes and protective styling. It locks in moisture for up to 5 days, enhances elongation, shine, and lets your curls thrive, even in high humidity. The claims sound great. It just sounds like it's geared for more heavier curl pattern or more tighter curl pattern, and also primarily more coarse curls. Now, sometimes that means that the product's not geared for me, but oftentimes I find that I can make these products work. I just need to modify a little bit how I do it, maybe a little less product. Oftentimes, if I will go in with some product on soaking wet hair, and then once I'm done brush styling and everything like that, I go in microplop and then go in with just a little bit more product for a little extra hold, a little extra definition as well, then it can work. So I'm actually kind of interested in this. It is pricey though. Let's see, where is the price? She retails for $32, so she is pricey, but maybe I can find a deal on it at Ulta sometime. If you guys are even interested in this brand at all, let me know. Obviously, once again, in the comments down below what you think of this. If no one's showing interest in it at all, I'll probably just pass. Next up, we have Not Your Mother's has a couple new products that they brought out. One of them is the Instant Defrizz Spray, and this is one that I'm interested in. It looks like your typical hairspray type of canister, or what do I want to say, like the dry shampoo sprays. It says this weightless on-demand frizz fix shields hair from humidity to keep it smooth all day. All Eyes on Me Instant Defrizz Spray is ultra fine to instantly smooth and shine without weight. From final touches and touch-ups to in-between washes, forgetting frizz has never been so easy. Sounds promising. Is it really a miracle like it sounds like? I don't know, but I see myself using this more for when I would straighten my hair, which it's been a while. I should have done it actually like last week. We had some really nice moderate temperatures. I've been kind of itching to do it. So the next time maybe that we get some more moderate temperatures, I will be straightening my hair, and that might be in the near future. We've had kind of like an early fall set in here. I don't know how the rest of you guys are, but we've definitely had some early fall weather. So yes, I am interested in this one. The next Not Your Mother product is a Curl Talk Strengthening Oil. And for some reason, I thought they already had this in their lineup already, but it must have just been another oil, not necessarily a strengthening oil. But it says, get stronger curls every time you style with the Curl Talk Strengthening Oil's lightweight, nourishing formula. It repairs stressed out curls to protect from breakage and frizz and scrunches out the crunch, adding definition, shine, and UV defense for healthier hair. Once again, like I said, I don't really need an oil, but if I did choose out of all the oils we've talked about, are there any more on my list? There are. But of all the oils we talked about and are going to talk about, this is the one that I would probably choose. It's just more cost effective. It retails for, oh, it's sold out. But when it's back in stock, it retails for $10.99. All right, we have another hair and body mist. This is by Amika this time. The description says it's a aurora activating scent powered by notes of juicy apricot, pink grapefruit, and velvety vanilla. I'm definitely one of those people that is more like, I feel like I tend to prefer more fruity scents than I do floral scents. That's why I think I would like this one better. But it sounds delicious. Yeah, it sounds delicious. Do I want to spend, oh, it's just on pre-order or something like that. It gives a notify when it's available. So I don't even know what the price is. Sorry about that. If I find that out by the time that this video comes out, or by the time that I'm editing this video, I will leave that on the bottom of the screen here. But at this point, I don't know the price off the top of my head. But I can pretty safely tell you that I probably won't be picking this up. Like I said, it sounds nice. I just don't feel like I need it. All right, the next one coming up is I got a little bit to talk about here. So we're going to take a little sip of the matcha. I made like a peach simple syrup out of some extra peaches that we had, and it's really good. But this one, I think I got the peach flavor a little too strong. I was just trying to use up, I had extra, but it wasn't gonna be enough to make a whole nother matcha with. So I was just trying to use it up. I think I got a little too strong. All right, so the next brand coming up is Curlsmith. And I have to ask, Curlsmith, what are you doing? What are you doing? They are going through a major reorganization, and it's not my favorite thing as a consumer. Now, maybe it's just me. Actually, to a certain degree, I'm sure it's just me. I am more of one of those people, I like what I'm familiar with, but they are changing everything up. All their products that they've had, they're reorganizing them, putting them in different categories. They used to have categories like the scalp line, and then they had the strengthening line, and then they had the anti-frizz line, the volume line, and so on. Their original recipe line, maybe that wasn't the actual title, but it was like the orange labeling. Well, they still kind of have that, but it's so weird. Like they just keep it with the shampoo and the conditioner products for those like colored labels. So they still have like the volume shampoo and conditioner, the strengthening shampoo and conditioner. Like the volume still has the leave-in conditioner as well. Those are the ones that are coming to the top of my head. But any of the stylers, they just have it in one blue label category, and it makes it less easy to know. I feel like I'm looking at the same thing sometimes. Maybe it's just me. Like I said, maybe I'm the only one bothered by it, but I'm not finding it that user-friendly for my personal preferences. Anyways, Curlsmith did come up with a new cream, and this one does sound interesting. It is the Awestruck Definition Cream. It says it's a lightweight cream with the performance of a gel. That's what gets me. Like, I'm like, sometimes I can use cream stylers on their own. It's more of a winter thing that I tend to do that, but sometimes I can do it. It says this 5 times frizz reduction in 3 days, defines and holds curls up to 72 hours, and then with thermal and UV protection to shield against daily aggressors for healthy looking curls. It sounds great. The reason why I really hesitate for this, I would like to see this come out in a smaller travel size, and that would be when I'm more likely to pick it up. But I hesitate for this because Curlsmith creams I tend to struggle with sometimes, actually almost all the time. The only one I think that I found that I didn't have an issue with was their Frizz Defense, that trio conditioner. I think you could use it as a leave-in conditioner, as a rinse out conditioner. Maybe it was just a duo conditioner. Yeah, it was a duo. Sorry, it's a duo conditioner. So you could rinse it out or you could leave it in. And that's the only one that I haven't struggled with. All the others tend to leave my hair stringy. Now I have in more recent times been able to work it in a little bit better where it's not quite as stringy, but I feel like even if I go in with very little, I still get kind of that results. So I don't find that it's the amount that I'm using necessarily. Maybe it's what I'm pairing it with. Maybe it's just, it's not right for my hair. Still trying to figure that out. So that's why I would prefer to see this come out in a travel size. And I think if it does, I will definitely pick it up because it definitely has my curiosity. All right, moving along, we still have a little ways to go. If you're still with me, if you're one of the true ones, I really appreciate sticking around. Give me like the little hand waving emoji down below. That would just mean a lot to me to know that you're still here. But we have some products from Dyson. Now, I don't typically shop Dyson. Actually, I don't shop Dyson at all. I don't have any Dyson products. I don't know why I worded it like that. But they do have some new products that are out, some curly hair products. And I'm not talking like they're tools. I'm talking about like products you could put on your hair. So they have a post-style finishing hairspray mist and refresher. This is the one. Oh my goodness, retails for $73. What do they do? Do they have gold in here? Yeah, I just see that price tag. I'm like, no, I'm not interested in it. But, you know, I wanted to bring it to you guys. Did you see Elmo pass there? He made a little quick appearance. But anyways, it says it's a multitasking styling spray to hold and define and revive second day styles and provide flexible all day hold and movement and shine. My hairspray does what I need it to do, and it's like $9, so I'll just stick with that. Thank you very much, Dyson. If the $30-some products weren't in my budget, I can tell you for sure that Dyson one wasn't in my budget. Next up, they have I believe like a new Omega nourishing line, and so they have a hydrating hair oil, and they also have a leave-in conditioning spray. The oil retails for $54.99, and then the leave-in conditioner retails for $69.99. So once again, very pricey. I'm not interested in these, but if I was going to choose one, it would probably be the leave-in conditioner. It says it's an 8-in-1 nourishing leave-in conditioner that reduces breakage and protects from heat damage to strengthen hair for maximum shine. It's great, but I have other products that do that same thing for a lot cheaper. And I don't know why Dyson feels like they can put such crazy prices on their products. I mean, it's their brand, they can do what they want, but this is just me as a consumer saying, there's no way I would spend that much money. I'm sorry, I'm getting off on a rant about this, so let's just move on to something hopefully a little bit more affordable. Okay, that could be debatable. Sacred came out with a new line. While it's not what I would exactly call affordable, it's not nearly as expensive as the Dyson. So they came out with a new line. It's their Protection Collection. That's a nice little rhyme to it. But they have a scalp refreshing spray, a detangling spray, a detoxifying shampoo, and an oil ritual, and a hair and scalp balm. So this isn't really for me. I feel like it's more of a person that does braids and stuff like that. If I was going to choose any of them though, it would be probably the detoxifying shampoo. I have a clarifying shampoo. I have chelating shampoo, so I don't really feel like I need that either. But I just wanted to let you guys know that once again, Sacred does have another line. Maybe they'll expand to other lines that I feel like are more geared towards more fine hair. That would be nice to see. The next brand that we have something new from, and I don't think I've ever talked about them in any of my What's New videos, is K18. They have a new heat bounce and conditioning heat protectant. So once again, another heat protectant. That seems to be a theme among a lot of these. Like if it's a leave-in conditioner, a lot of times it has heat protection in it, or sometimes they just come up with a heat protectant. And that's nice. A lot of people really like to focus on that. That seems to be, as I said, a common theme this year that I've noticed. I mean, it can't do any harm. I feel like having that in there is just an extra layer of protection. But it says this is a leave-in conditioning heat protectant that detangles, softens, and delivers deeper heat protection than ever before for 85% less breakage after blow drying. Sounds great. Sounds pricey because it is $48 for just a small amount for 4 fluid ounces. But they say the K18 really lasts a long time when you use the product appropriately, I've heard. What is it, the K18 bonding thing? That would probably be the first thing I try. Is it bonding? Is that the right term for it? I'm not really sure. But the one that's like kind of like replace the Olaplex as all the hype, that would be the one that I would probably be trying first rather than this one, but I don't know that I ever will. If that's something you guys are really interested in, it's something that I feel like I couldn't just judge on one time's use. I'd have to judge it over multiple times, and I'm not really sure how I'd format that in a video. I could do it, I'm sure. I've kind of done similar things in the past, but I'm just not sure how I would do that specifically for this product. but let me know what you guys think of, should I try any K18 products? Next brand I have some things to say about as well. It's Adwoa. Adwoa has finally added to their Melon Berry collection. And let me just go over what they have added to it, and then I'll tell you a little bit of backstory. So they already had the hair milk leave-in conditioner and the gel. Now they've added a scalp exfoliating shampoo, a hydrating mask with vitamin C, and then they have a hydrating texture foam and a hydrating conditioning oil mist. Now they've teased this foam for a long time, but I didn't realize that they were going to be adding any other products. However, I ordered from Adwoa, and at the time that you're seeing this, I still haven't created the video, but I'm getting close to creating the video. But I ordered from Adwoa, it was between like Black Friday and Christmas time. So they were still having like, I think it was 40% off sales, really good sales. And I purchased some products. I was going to do a whole wash day lineup for you guys. I had gotten the Blue Tansy shampoo, conditioner. I even had gotten the mask as well. And then I had gotten the Melon Berry Stylers, that milk leave-in conditioner, and the gel as well. And I got half my products. I've gotten the Blue Tansy conditioner and the 2 stylers, but I didn't get, and those took a while. Those took like, I want to say 4 months, maybe 3 or 4 months. And I did reach out to them, and the customer service was fantastic. They reached out to me right away. They explained what was going on, something about packaging. And I was like, okay, I understand. I gave them like, I wait till about 6 months. And then I'm like, finally, can I get my money back? It's been 6 months and I still haven't gotten my products. I was beginning to think like they are never going to get this packaging that they supposedly need. I'm thinking, why couldn't you, I would take it in a plain bottle at this point. Just slap a little label on there so I know what it is, and I would take it in any form of packaging pretty much. It didn't have to be their technical packaging that they wanted, but all that to say, they were very good about sending me my money back. They apologized. They sent my money right away. Not an issue with that. I was just like, oh my goodness, why is it taking that long? And then the crazy part is those things came back in stock like the week after I got my money back. I was like, oh, I should have just held out 1 more week and it would have been shipped to me. Oh well, live and learn. I'm just kind of like gun shy of purchasing from them again because of that. And some of these I think you do have to pre-order. Yeah, it says reserve yours now. I don't really want, okay, it does say down here, let me clarify. It does say that this will be, some of the products will be shipped on the 15th of September and some will be shipped on the 22nd of September. So they give you actual dates. So they do know when these should be shipped. I'm hesitant, and I've actually already, I'm not going to buy again from them for a while. I do not want to give any spoilers, so let me stop myself before I go too far, because like I said, I do have a video coming out on those 2 stylers, and so just stay tuned for that. It's definitely one I think is worth watching. All right, last product that we have is from Camille Rose, and this is one that I just discovered last night before coming here. I mean, it might have been out for a little bit longer than that, but I only knew about as of last night. And Camille Rose has a temp tamer, as they call it. So it's, once again, it sounds like a thermal protector. It says, shiny, silky, healthy hair. Our crystal clear, silicone-free blowout spray detangles, conditions, smooths, and seals every strand for superior thermal protection. Nourishing jojoba, avocado, and I've never heard of this oil, Abyssinian oil. It infuses touchable softness and guards all textures against high heat and brilliant high gloss shine for a salon-like finish. Now this is one of those that I might try sometime when I straighten my hair. It won't be like anytime soon exactly, because I still have products that I need to use up that I use for that. But this is definitely one I could see myself possibly getting, especially if I see it like in store. If it's just online, I might not be as likely to get it because I can find my other heat protectant stuff on the ground. So I'll probably just grab one of those. But yeah, it's definitely one that I would consider if I saw it. So that is a wrap on all the what's new in the curly world that I am aware of. If there's anything that I've missed, I've said this before, please let us know in the comments down below. Let me know what you're most interested in. Let me know products you think I should be trying. I'm definitely formulating a list of products that I want to try or brands that I want to try in the coming year. And so let me know what you'd really like to see. It's always helpful. I can't make any guarantees, but I will definitely take it into consideration. So until I see you again in the next video, have a great day. Bye.